In this video, we'll learn about dynamic styling. So there are some styles that you want to apply on the fly. You can't use the classes or the CSS, external CSS, like width. If you want some width to be changed based on some input, like first I want to show 10% width, then 20%, 30%. You don't know which class will. You can't create 100 classes with the 1%, 2%, 3%. In that particular scenario, you need a dynamic styling. I'll show you how we use dynamic styling in LWC. So let's go to our VS Code. So I'm in my VS Code. Let's create the new web component and give the name Dynamic CSS. Hit the default path. And in the HTML, we'll go with the same card concept. I'll just copy paste from our previous video. So I just using the card and we'll update the name of the card title. I'll make it title as Dynamic CSS. And let's create quickly an alert box. So I'm using a SLDS class here. You can go to the Lightning Design System library and look for the alerts. So there are some classes already to inbuilt. So SLDS notify, then SLDS notify underscore alert, and then SLDS theme underscore alert. That will give some sort of texture, and I want my alert bar to be of red color. For that, SLDS hyphen theme. This you will directly get in the Lightning Design System library. And for accessibility, you can define the role alert. So I'll just enter this out and let's update this. Yes, maybe give the enter, that's why. Okay, let's keep it as it is, we'll see. And within this we'll say, hey, I am an alert. Something, any text you can give. Let's deploy this quickly. And for that we need to change our meta files. For that I'll just go and quickly copy paste our meta files, come back, change this, and let's deploy this. Let's run our command sftx full source push. So it's deployed now. Let's go to our page, edit the page. Here you'll find our dynamic CSS. We can place it somewhere here. Here I'll paste it. So I'll save this. And let's go back. So now you can see the red color bar is coming, that is of width 100%. And now I want to create an input box on the top, and on change of input box I want to change the color of this red color bar. Okay, so let's go back quickly to our VS Code, and above this alert box I'll create an input field. You can create the lightning input as well, so we can create light input, and we can say type text, and we need a label. We can say percentage, and then on here we can call change handler method, and we'll close our input element. I'll just reduce the size so that you guys can see. So let's go to the JS and we'll add our handler here. So whenever you type something in the input field, we can make it to a number instead of text. okay, because I want the percentage to be in the number format. So on change, it will call this, it will receive the event, and let's create a property percentage or percent. We'll call it percent, and we'll say whenever the number somebody types in, just take it as event dot target dot value, store that number in the percent, and we can initialize our percent with 0, and we can use this to our HTML as, you can say, value of the input field by default 0. Instead of 0, we can start with the 10 at least. So by default percent value is 10, so the our input field will get by default value 10. So this percent value is get, but I want something here like this. I want that style to be in the format of this width 10%, and whenever the user changes some number, this 10% should update. So this is a static CSS right now, or the inline static CSS. I want this to be dynamic, then only my width will increase dynamic, right? For that, what we're gonna do is we're gonna write a getter. So let's write the getter, and I'll call this getter name as percentage, and go to the CSS or JS file. So you call this getter. You already know all the method that start with the get keyword are getter. In the percentage, we are saying return the width. I'm using the backticks. People get confused with the quotes. These are the backticks, and it's a string interpolation. Whatever I write within this syntax is the JavaScript now. So I'm saying take the value dynamically of percent and append percent symbol in the end. So if it start with a 10, so by default the width will be 10%. As soon as you updating your value, it will go up. So here also the percentage gets updated, and the red color percentage also gets increased. So let's deploy this and see the output. So let's refresh the page. So here you can see it's taking the 10% only. Let's start updating this. 11, 14, 42. Now you can see it's increasing dynamically. So this dynamism is coming by the dynamic CSS, and dynamic CSS is coming from the getter that taking the width and the width value dynamically. So these are the few cases, like in real projects you will face these sort of problems where you need to append the width dynamically. So this is the right approach, and we called it as dynamic CSS. So that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next video.